Most of us will not have any anti-siege gear left after trashing them all away. I know. I feel sorry for you too. Hi, my name is Simon Sniped and welcome to the channel. In this season's Sollicitatio boss fight, it is as standard as it gets. Similar to what happened for mod type B, if you wish to review the usual working strategy, I will link the video in the description and leave it here in this corner for you to go to. However, in this video, I'll be going a little more in depth of how we can improve the previous strategy to probably improve your score as well. Before we begin, these are the units that you will need for this boss fight. The standard must-haves for most players would be Gabriel, Sanae, and Jushiyun. Harim is here to keep Gabriel alive forever and provide your team with additional skill haste to increase your overall DPS, and also allow Jushiyun to have a special skill up for most of the time. Of course, there are a ton of variations to this boss fight, such as replacing Gabriel if you have an 83% CDR Kyle, or using Ifrit instead of Shinja, so on and so forth. However, for this video, I will be sharing you with more stable and standard team where most of us can do it without too much try-hard effort. I repeat, without too much try-hard effort. Since this strategy is not aiming to speedrun the boss, as far as gears are concerned, any anti-ground damage is always welcome. Cooldown reduction is also great, so your T6 mace gears will be your second best friend here. Anti-siege sets are still the best, but well, I assume you don't have it. If you are using Shinja in your lineup, there is a good chance that Kami Izumi is the best ship to use. If not, New Detroit, Razangrave will be your burst type strategy ships, and Enterprise is overall a good ship to use for Sollicitatio. Now that we got the preparations out of the way, let's talk about how to defeat the boss. The deployment sequence is very flexible, but the ideal sequence would be Gabriel into Awakened Soyun at the very beginning, then juke the first special skill using Young Harim. There's a little bit of an RNG here because you want Young Harim to survive the special skill even though you used her to distract it to the very back. If you have Razangrave, you can then deploy Sanae on top of Awakened Soyun and use your ship skill to juke the next special skill. Then use Terminator to juke the next one again, and finally use Jushiyun. If you didn't have Razangrave, use Jushiyun instead and deploy Young Harim after and following it up with Sanae instead. Once all your units are out, just redeploy whoever is dead or cycle through low cost units till Jushiyun comes back to your hand if he isn't already. Now the core objective of this strategy is to actually juke the special skill. The reason why we juke the special skill during the phase 1 are actually for two basic reasons. Number 1, to make sure the telekinetic guns that Awakened Soyun summons survives. Number 2, to reduce the damage taken by your DPS. Less distractions, less DPS loss. You want to make sure that you can redeploy Jushiyun when she reaches her final phase, which is that 1 HP bar left. And when that happens, she will bypass her cooldown and cast a special skill. After that, it is just redeploying anything that dies and pray you kill her quick enough. And basically that's a wrap. Coming up next, I have included my personal run on Sollicitatio using the same strategy I mentioned, albeit a little bit tweaked here and there, but generally the same. I hope it serves as a reference for you in case you need it. As always, if you have a better strategy or feedback, please leave it in the comment section below, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the run. Bye!